Hello everyone, in the previous class we learned about polygons, regular polygon, finding the interior and sum of interior angles of polygons, the relationship of the diagonals, the number of sides of a polygon and the interior angle, how to get it, and also to get the measure of the exterior angle of a polygon, right? So a quick recap, suppose if a number of sides of a polygon is considered to be n. So there are n number of sides for a polygon. Then the sum of interior angles of the polygon is obtained by the formula n minus 2 into 180. This is what we saw. But if we want to measure one of the interior angles of such a regular polygon, if we want to find the measure of only one interior angle, then what should we do? The same formula n minus 2 into 180 will give us the addition of all the interior angles. Okay, when you divide that by the number of sides, then you will get the measure of one interior angle. Next, sum of exterior angle of a polygon for any number of sided polygon. The sum of exterior angle will always be 360. Let it be a pentagon, octagon, a decagon, still the exterior angle will add up to be 360. So if you want to find the measure of an exterior angle, then it will be 360 divided by number of sides of the polygon. So based on these formulas, we are still going to look into some special type of questions where we'll be using this information to find the unknown. Okay. So the problems which are based on interior angle of a polygon, exterior and interior angle of a polygon. So let's say, what is the minimum interior angle possible for a regular polygon? So here, the minimum number of sides that a regular polygon can have. First of all, what is a polygon? It should be a closed shape, correct? That means the minimum sides that the polygon can have so that it is a closed shape is n is equals to 3. So the minimum possible interior angle, measure of an interior angle. Okay, so let's list it out as, let's find the sum of all the interior angles for a polygon which is having 3 sides. So which shape am I talking about here? Yes, it's the triangle, right? So what I'm going to say is that sum of all interior angles of a regular triangle means equilateral triangle is equal to 180. So minimum interior angle possible is equal to what? 180 divided by 3, which is equal to 60. Again, for a polygon means it should be closed. Regular means it should be made of line segments which are of equal measurement. The minimum possible sides that we need is 3. So we are actually talking about a triangle. So the sum of interior angles of a triangle will be n minus 2 into 180, that is 3 minus 2 equal to 180, which is 180. So the sum of all interior angles of equilateral angle add up to be 180. So if you want to find the minimum interior angle, that means interior measure of one interior angle of the equilateral triangle means 180 divided by 3, which is equals to 60. Clear? Next, what is the maximum exterior angle possible for a regular polygon? Exterior angle for any number of sides of a polygon. The maximum exterior angle which is possible is 360, because the rule says that sum of all exterior angles is always equal to 360 for any polygon having n number of sides. So what is the possible exterior angle here? Maximum, the answer is 360 degree, because just now I said that even if it's a decagon with 10 sides or 20 sides polygon or a 50 sides polygon, the exterior angle will always add up to be a 360. So the maximum possible exterior angle is 360. Clear? Let's go to the next question now. Is it possible to have a regular polygon with the measure of each exterior angle is 22? So first of all, the exterior angle, each exterior angle. So an exterior angle is 22. Now sum of all in exterior angle is, yes, it's 360. Sorry. That means, can I say the formula that measure of an exterior angle is equals to 360 divided by n, right? Now, already the measure of one exterior angle is given as 22. So doesn't it say 22 equal to 360 divided by n? Let's shift 22, the n to the left side. So it becomes 22 times n, which is equal to 360. So n is equal to 360 divided by 22, which is equal to 180 divided by 11. So n will be around 16.3 something. Can we have a decimal place for number of sides? No, we cannot. So not possible. Because here n is showing to be more than 16 sides, but it's kind of a decimal place. So we can't have a half side or a 3/4 side or 1/4 side. Okay, so it's not possible. So there is no such polygon whose one exterior angle is equal to 22 degrees. Okay, let's talk about the next one. How many sides does a regular polygon have if the measure of an exterior angle is 24? So we know that the measure of an exterior angle is 24 is given. Sum of all the exterior angles is 360. So measure of an exterior angle will be 360 divided by n. Already an exterior angle means measure of one exterior angle is given as 24, which is equal to 360 by n. Take the n on the other side, so it will become 24. N is equal to 360. So now we'll divide the 360 by 24. So we'll get n is equals to 360 by 24. Both go in the table of 6. So 60 by 4, which is equal to 15. So the number of sides of the regular polygon is 15, whose exterior angle, one exterior angle is equals to 24, right? Similarly, I've taken 3 questions to find that. So in each case, this is the measure of the exterior angle. So you have to do 60 is equal to 360 by n. For this also, you'll say 45 equal to 360 by n. So if I want to say the direct answer, what is it? N is equal to 360 by 40, and you get your answer. Similarly, this also n is equal to 360 by 120. Hope this is clear. Let's take the next type of question. What are they saying? How many number of sides does a regular polygon if an interior angle is 165? Right? So now, in measure of an interior angle, let's directly put the value in the formula. Measure of an interior angle. What's the formula? Yes, n minus 2 into 180 divided by n, right? So 165 is equal to n minus 2 into 180 divided by n. Take the n on the other side, so it becomes 165 equals to n minus 2 into 180. I'm going to multiply this. Sorry, there is an n mistake. Let me just put that. 165n. Yeah. Now I'm going to multiply this 180 to this n and to the 2. Okay. So it becomes 165n is equal to 180n minus 360. Right? Next. So what will happen? I'm going to shift the 360 to the left and 165 to the right. This will go here and this will go there. Okay, so this becomes 360 is equal to 180n minus 165n. So 360 is equal to, it will be a 15n. Okay, so what we'll get, 360 divided by 15 is equal to n. Let me do a 3 times. So it's a 120 by 5 is equals to n. So what am I getting at? N is equals to 24. So the polygon whose one exterior angle added is equal to 165 is n is equals to 24. Hope it is clear. Let's take one more question. The sum of the interior angle measured is 108. So let's put the value here. 108 is equals to n minus 2 into 180 divided by 1n. Take the n to the other side. Okay. So this becomes 108n is equals to n minus 2 into 180. Multiply the n and the 180, 2 by 180. So it becomes 10n is equal to 180n minus 360. Right? So that will become, I'm shifting the 360 on the other side. So 360 is equals to 180n minus 10n. So 360 is equal to 72. So that will be 360 divided by 72 equals to n. 36 tens are, 36 twos are is n. Thus we get n is equals to 5. Okay. The next, I've taken 3 questions for you to solve. Right. Now we are going to talk about some polygons which are made up of 4 sides. Okay. So the first polygon that we are going to talk about is parallelogram. Okay. So what is a parallelogram? Parallelogram is a 4-sided shape. So any polygon with 4 sides is called as a quadrilateral. Okay, so here parallelogram is a quadrilateral which has opposite sides as parallel. So as you can see in this figure, this side is parallel to this one. Similarly, this side is parallel to this one. So the opposite sides are parallel in a 4-sided shape is called as a parallelogram. So what are the properties? The opposite sides are always equal in length. Opposite angles are equal in size and the diagonals bisect each other. So if we try to draw by diagonal, right, they will bisect, means divide each other into half. That is the meaning of diagonal bisecting each other. So this is the first quadrilateral. Quadri means 4, lateral means 4-sided shape. So 4-sided polygon. So first one which we saw was parallelogram. The next is a rectangle, which we all know. So rectangle is also a parallelogram. Rectangle is a parallelogram. Not we can say quadrilateral, but it's more of a parallelogram because the opposite sides are parallel for a rectangle. You can clearly see that. Apart from that, all the angles add up to be 90. So you can see these angles are 90 in the rectangle, right? So opposite sides are parallel and equal for rectangle. Diagonals bisect each other and diagonals are equal in length. These are the 3 properties. Again, diagonals bisect each other, diagonals are equal in length and opposite sides are parallel and equal. Next is a rhombus. So rhombus is a quadrilateral in which all the sides are equal in length. Again, opposite sides are parallel. You can see in this shape, right? Opposite angles are equal in size. Not all angles. The opposite angles are equal. Diagonals bisect each other means they intersect at midpoint, but at the same time they make 90-degree, which we never talked about in the parallelogram and the rectangle. The diagonals bisect there, but they do not make 90-degree. Here in rhombus, they do intersect, and the angle that they form, where they meet, the diagonals wherever they meet in a rhombus, they form 90-degree. That is what it means. And the diagonals bisect the angle at the vertex. Angle at the vertex means these 2 angles, the angles at the end point, they even divide those into 2 equal halves. Clear? Next, square. So square is a rhombus. Okay, it has all the 4 angles as equal. In rhombus, all the 4 angles were not equal to 90. Okay, opposite sides are equal, opposite sides are parallel, all sides are equal, better sentence, all angles are equal to 90-degree, diagonals do bisect each other at 90 degrees, diagonals do bisect the vertex angles, and diagonals are equal in length. So there are more properties to this, right? Next, trapezium. Trapezium is a quadrilateral where only one pair of opposite side is parallel. So you can see here only this side is parallel. whereas this side is not parallel. So it has only one pair of parallel side in a quadrilateral is called to be as trapezium. Okay.